Good day, everyone. This is episode 4 of my podcast, People of the Sun Introduction to Aztec Mythology. In this episode, we will be explaining the 5 ages of Aztec mythology. This is the Aztec creation myth in its entirety. This will be a 2-part episode. So let's get started. When there was only darkness in a huge void, Ometeotl, Nahuatl pronunciation, Ometeotl, was the first god who created itself. Ometeotl is the god of duality. Ometeotl is also known as two gods with two deities, Ometecutli and Ometihuatl in one, both male and female. Ometecutli, or Lord of Duality, and Omekihautl, or Lady of Duality, gave birth to the 4 Tezcatlipocas, or creator gods. The 4 creator gods reigned over the 4 cardinal directions. The siblings all had their different personalities, which often created rivalries amongst them. The white Tezcatlipoca from the west was Quetzalcoatl. The white god was the god of light, mercy, and wind. Quetzalcoatl was a beloved god, for he loved the people, and the people loved him. He despised sacrifice and avoided hurting the people. The south was ruled by the blue god Huitzilopochtli, or the god of war. He was a fierce, violent, and powerful god. He reigned in the south, fighting his brothers daily, which is signified during the sunrise, overcoming the night, or Huitzilopochtli defeated his brothers, the legion of the southern stars. The east presides over the red Tezcatlipoca, Ziptoptec, the god of agriculture, vegetation rebirth, and seasonal renewal. He is also said to be the inventor of war. He is praised when change is needed or wanted. Finally, we have the northern god, the black Tezcatlipoca, easily named Tezcatlipocas, the god of judgment, night, deceit, sorcery, and the earth. Also known as the smoking mirror, he is widely feared and respected. He is said to sometimes cause wars by tricking groups into hating each other. The 4 creator gods were responsible for creating the universe and also creating all the other gods. The most important gods they created were the water gods, Tlaloc, the god of rain and fertility, and Chalchiotlicu, the goddess of lakes, rivers, and oceans, and also the goddess of beauty. Nahui Ochelotl, jaguar sun, the first sun. One day, the gods were discussing all aspects of creating a world for them that they could rule over. The creator gods decided to create the earth plane. Tezcatlipoca said, "I am sick and tired of that monster. Zipactli keeps eating everything we start to create. We must destroy him before we create a world for us to rule over." Zipactli was a huge sea monster with crocodile skin and fish-like characteristics. This monster had an unquenching appetite and would eat everything the creator gods created. Tezcatlipoca said to Quetzalcoatl, "I have a plan and you need to help me. I am going to lure this monster with my foot and then you grab him." Quetzalcoatl, "Okay, but I am not going after you if you end up in his belly." They waited until the monster was hungry, and Tezcatlipoca lured the demon monster by using his foot as bait. The monster could not resist eating the foot. When the monster tried to eat the foot, Quetzalcoatl grabbed him, pulled him apart, and used his tough, scaly body as the land of the earth they were creating. The creator gods decided to make giants from ashes as the primary inhabitants of the world. They made acorns for the giants to eat. The world they were creating was pitch black and dark. Tezcatlipoca said to all the gods, "I will be the light for the world, and all these peasants will worship me above everyone else." He wanted to be above all the other gods, and volunteered himself to transform into the sun. Once he became the sun, he was not a full sun. This was unpleasant to the creator gods. He was a half-sun, maybe due to the fact he was the god of darkness. The world continued with this dimly lit sun. Quetzalcoatl was the one god truly unhappy with this. Those who worshipped him asked him to bring more heat, because the dim sun didn't keep them warm. This is where the sibling rivalry started. He stated to the other gods, "I will do whatever it takes to make this world a better place. I want my worshippers to be warm and happy." Quetzalcoatl would fight constantly with Tezcatlipoca until Quetzalcoatl got a big stone club and knocked the sun out of the sky. Tezcatlipoca was furious and commanded all the jaguars in the darkness, saying, "As your ruler, I want you to eat every living being in the world." The jaguars were more than happy to fill their bellies and please their god. That was the end of the first age. That was the end of Tezcatlipoca being the sun. The second age of the sun, Nahui Ehecatl, wind sun. The second sun, Nahui Ehecatl, the second sun, was associated with the god Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent. During this age, the world was characterized by strong winds and hurricanes. Humanity was created during this age. During the age of the second sun, Quetzalcoatl said, "I will be the sun and make this world a better place." So he became the sun, also known as the wind sun. The creator gods created normal-sized people to roam the earth. During this age, the people became less civilized and disenchanted with the gods. They showed less and less respect and honor to the gods. Tezcatlipoca said, "Look at all the people, you give them everything, so they are spoiled and don't appreciate anything. They don't worship us because you give them everything, and they expect to get everything without doing anything." Tezcatlipoca wanted to show his power and authority to the people who showed no respect. He decided to turn all the people into monkeys. Quetzalcoatl said, "What did you do? I loved the flawed people." He was upset at this and decided to create a huge windstorm and blow all the monkeys off the earth. He also stepped down from being the sun to create more people. Nehui Quayahuitl, rain sun, saw the third sun. The third sun, Nahui Quayahuitl, was associated with the god Tlaloc, the god of rain and water. This age was marked by constant rainfall and flooding. Tlaloc said to the gods, "I am tired of you guys fighting, and I will be the next sun." So Tlaloc became the next sun. Tezcatlipoca, who was always up to mischief, noticed Tlaloc was busy being the sun and his wife was alone. Tezcatlipoca said to Xochiquetzal, "You are beautiful. Why would anyone leave you by themselves?" Xochiquetzal was Tlaloc's wife. Tezcatlipoca said, "He left you for the world and he will never come back." Tezcatlipoca started to seduce Tlaloc's wife. Xochiquetzal was the goddess of sex, flowers, and corn. Xochiquetzal fell for Tezcatlipoca. She believed all the lies he said. Tezcatlipoca stole Tlaloc's wife, and Tlaloc became saddened. Tlaloc wept in grief and was crying, just stating, "Why? How could you do this to me?" The people held many prayers and then resorted to begging Tlaloc for rain. Tlaloc refused to let it rain. He became annoyed by the people's begging. Infuriated, Tlaloc loudly screamed, "Do you want rain? Are you sure? Are you sure you want rain? Well, here you go, rain, you will get." Tlaloc decided to let it rain, but not with water. He made it rain with fire. The earth rained with fire until the entire earth was burnt to ashes. That was the end of the third sun. I hope you appreciate the first part of this story. In the next episode, we will finish this creation myth with the fourth and fifth ages of the sun. I hope you have been enjoying these stories, and if you have, depending on what platform you are on, please feel free to like, comment, share, or even check out my book by the link in the description.